Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast from meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
All right, we're going to take a look at some viewer photos. And so, we've got that flooding in southern Virginia Beach. We mentioned for the past couple of days that the tidal flooding wouldn't be too bad, but in southern Virginia Beach, down to Knott's Island, parts of the Albemarle, that it would come up. And so there is that water there standing. Don't walk through that water. It's probably dirty. I got some bacteria in there. And then here's another photo on our Wavy Facebook page, Powhatan Parkway, another tree down, many trees down today. And we did have several tornado reports. Now, a few more came in, so let's take a look at this. This is pretty new. These have been here all morning. We've talked about the ones around Windsor in North Carolina. We've been talking about that, reporting on it. And then another one to the west of Ahoskie, between there and Rich Square. So all these were earlier this morning. Then there was the one around downtown Suffolk, caused some damage. This is all from the National Weather Service, by the way. Around downtown Suffolk, another one in Cortland, and those were the ones on the south side. Now, it's possible we get some more reports for the south side and peninsula later today, but the one came in there around James City County in the western edge. This one's new. I believe around the Abingdon area, southwest Gloucester County, report of a tornado and some damage, and then also up around the northern neck, the southern portion of the northern neck, and then also just outside the viewing area, north of Chincoteague, another report of a tornado. We did have warnings, multiple warnings on all of these very early this morning. Now, James River Bridge, right now things look great out across the region. The winds have come down. Look at this, the winds, hardly a chop on the water. Remember, just about 3-4 hours ago, the chop was huge, the winds were strong, we had rain coming down. Well, now things have improved greatly, as expected. The rain's moved out. Isaias has moved out, and we're doing pretty good. Right now, we don't have any rain here in Hampton Roads. We're starting to even see mostly sunny skies in a few places, let alone partly cloudy in others. So we got quiet conditions. All the rain's even moved out of the eastern shore. So the rainfall for the past 24 hours, we've scooped up anywhere from about 3 to 4 inches of rain. Newport News, Suffolk, Williamsburg. Williamsburg with that flooding up there, so it was definitely coming down. But around Elizabeth City and Virginia Beach, it was more like 1 to 1.5 inches, and I believe Norfolk picked up less than an inch of rain. All right, so we do have this effect, this wind tide flooding is what I call it, because it's not purely tidal, it's mostly run by the winds. This morning we had the south winds, now it's southwesterly, and so it's still pushing that water up a little bit. The water levels are rising, and Doyle Corners and around the Pungo area, again, we got the flooding, a little bit of flooding. And then also over parts of the Albemarle Sound, the Currituck Sound, we do have that water rising for you. But on the ocean side, I believe we're doing fine. And for Sewell's Point, the bay, we're doing okay. We don't have any problems with that. But this is the level at southern Virginia Beach. So it's from the USGS, and the level has gone up to about 2¼ feet. So it probably is going to rise up to about 2.5 on its current trajectory. Hopefully it tapers off and goes down by tonight. We'll see. Sometimes it takes a little while for that water to just drain out all of a sudden. Flooding occurs around 1.5 feet. So until we get back down to that level, that water is going to be up. You might not be able to get around in some locations, southern Virginia Beach. So right now, our winds are strong. They're out of the west and southwest at about 25 miles an hour. That's the gust in Virginia Beach. 28 miles an hour in Newport News, 22 miles an hour in Saluda, and you got a gust of 31 miles an hour Wallops Island, 23 miles an hour out of the southwest in Killable Hills. Winds drop off. I mean, going through the next couple of hours, those winds are going to be light and comfortable. I mean, winds will be gusting up to 15 miles an hour. That's nothing. They'll be running mostly about 10 to 15. And it's out of the southwest this afternoon as well. So again, a little bit of that tidal flooding as you go along. Now, today we got partly cloudy skies. The winds drop. Winds out of the southwest 10 to 15, maybe a few gusts to 20. High temp's going to be in the upper 80s. We're going to heat things up a little bit. There might be some isolated showers and storms later on today, but they shouldn't be anything attached to the storm. And I got to update this. Of course, we had the chance of rain. Now it's just a slight chance, 20%. So Wednesday, a few shower storms in the afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, and pretty much the same weather for the next few days. We don't have any big weather systems headed our way, but we will see a few showers and storms in there during the afternoons. Some days a little better chance than others, and it looks like that weather's going to hold going into the weekend. But no monster storms coming towards us anytime soon. But there could be a couple of strong storms, isolated at least, going into some of these afternoons. We're going to have updates on this as we go along through the day.